Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show, guys. This is more on social media content, how to post, how to get yourself out there on social media, tips and tricks, and what works best for you. What may work best for you on social media. I could tell you what works best for me, but it may be a little different as to what works best for you. So, navigating social media can be overwhelming with countless platforms, ever changing trends, and a constant flow of information. So, I am here to help you navigate that social media process. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, understanding how to effectively use social media is crucial to today's social digital landscape. Let's explore best practices to help you make the most of your social media presence. All right, guys, let's get into the intro. We'll be right back in one, two. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Get my little water here. Welcome back. So, I know you guys are anxious to hear some of the information I'm about to bring to you. Um, Thank you for the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rewatching. Thank you for pausing and rewinding. Thank you, guys, and thank you for liking and subscribing. And also, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell. Use your pinky finger. You hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time some new content drops. And my algorithm, I've been saying a lot of you guys have been watching, but not a lot of you guys have been subscribing. So please subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, that raises my algorithm and that brings me up to the top. So, guys, thank you in advance. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time we have some new content coming, you'll be the first to get it. Okay, now let's get into the show. Social media is a lot. It's a lot. There are a lot of sites, apps, and all kinds of thingamajiggies that you could use and post and do all kinds of stuff with. But today we're going to focus on a couple things. One, we're going to go into camera etiquette, right? So there are the simple things in terms of camera etiquette that a lot of you guys know already. I'm just going to go over five simple little things, maybe more than five. One, if you're on a and this is involves meetings on your your normal teams meetings at work, etc. If you're on a meeting, guys, number one, turn mute your mic, because I've been in so many meetings where folks um you know folks have been on mic saying things that are not quite professional on the mic. So when you log into a meeting, Teams meeting, Zoom, whatever, when you log into a meeting, just check your mic settings because you may not be muted. So first of all, guys, mute your mic, and that's one main thing that may even cost you your job at times. Mute your mic. Make sure your mic is on mute before you say anything. You may be involved in some other conversation, with some sensitive information. Make sure you mute your mic anytime you get into a meeting, guys. Your mic, and you gotta know your mic settings. Sometimes your mic may be tied to your camera, and that's why I brought this mic thing up there. Your mic may be tied to your camera, so look at your settings. If your camera is on, your mic might be on too. If your camera is off, your mic might be off. I know a lot of folks have had issues coming into meetings where they're mute because the camera mic settings aren't set correctly. So first of all, make sure you mute your mic. Second, if you're on camera, guys, make sure you're on your best behavior. Be sure to be on your best behavior, guys. People are watching. Don't pick your nose, scratching and smelling. And guys, be on your best behavior, because somebody could be focused on you. Out of the 50 people in that meeting, somebody will be focused on you and like, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. Look, he has no shorts on. What's going on? He's going to the bathroom. He only has a robe on. He's supposed to be in the meeting. Oh, he says he's at work, but he's not. So, guys, make sure you're on your best behavior when you're on those meetings, because people are listening and they're watching. Next, connectivity. Make sure, guys, your connection is strong. There's sometimes persons on meetings, you hear them, you don't see them, and sometimes you see them, but you don't hear them because they're simply in a bad spot. Make sure, or be sure to have your settings where you don't have, if you're on your phone, that a lot of apps aren't open, or if you're on your computer, a lot of windows aren't open, or you're in a safe space in your house where you could get a good signal, or your facility where you could get a good signal, so that you could be on those meetings for the duration of the meeting. Especially if you have to speak or present, you want to make sure that you are connected for the entire time that you're speaking in that meeting. All right, guys, I'm kind of blowing through this kind of quick. Any questions, comments, concerns, you could reach me at sterilemd.com. Another simple thing, but it's not that simple. Guys, focus on your lighting. Your lighting is essential for you to be seen, basically. The quality, basically the quality of your camera is your light, right? If you have no light, you could have the best camera. No light, it doesn't make any sense. So try and have try to be facing some light. Not necessarily, you do not want any light on your background. You don't want a big bulb sitting over your shoulder, because no one will be able to make your face out, because the camera is going to try and automatically dim that bright light coming through. Just like you're taking a photograph, your camera is going to automatically dim that light, and persons won't be able to see you. They may be able to see a bright light over your shoulder, but they won't be able to see you. So be sure to dim any overhead lights that face your camera. Also, you want to make sure that your light is facing you, whether it be a window or an artificial light. You want to make sure that light is facing you. Also, from my setup right now in my studio, I have a light to my left or your left, and a light to your right or my right, my left. And they're facing both sides, so you kind of get both sides of my face. I have no lights in front, so they're technically overlapping each other. That's why you could see all the way to my air on my left and on my right side. So guys, focus on your lighting. You may have to finagle it a little bit based on the room, the room or the setting you're in, whether it be at work or at home. Oh, so I have a question here. So the best placement of your light. So you do not want your lights behind you. You always want your lights in front you, behind the camera, so that the camera won't automatically dim itself when facing you, because the camera will automatically do that, and then you will be dark, and you'll only see the light focused on. So you may not be able to have two lights like I do to illuminate both sides of my face. So one strong light to the right side of your face is perfectly fine. You may not have the opportunity to have a light straight ahead of you, like those ring lights. That would be a good light. But if it's a strong light, you may want it at an angle where you could see the profile of your face, versus just one side where it looks like, if I could mimic that, where it looks like a two-faced character or Darth Vader character. You want at least three-quarters of your face showing at all times in the light. So hopefully that answers the question. Next, wardrobe, guys. You want to make sure if you're at work or if you're on a Zoom meeting and you're at home or a meeting and you're at home, you want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately, guys. One of my old co-hosts used to be on the podcast with no shorts on, but nobody knew that, right? So if you're in a meeting and you know you're not dressed appropriately, don't get up in the meeting, especially if you know the camera is on. Don't get up and walk away. You have no shorts on, or you only dress appropriately up here, or your camera is focusing on your face. You don't want to be walking around in front on a professional meeting without proper clothes on. All right, so now let's get into a little tip, a little trick. Not put it into this podcast on my shot right now, but let's get into a little tip. If you're trying to focus yourself in the shot for your podcast or your Zoom meeting, make sure you're in the middle, technically in the middle of your shot, not to the left or to the right. Try and place yourself in the middle of your shot. Then look at your height from the top of your frame to your head. Fold your thumb on the inside and put your thumb at the top of your head. So this should be the top of your frame right here. If you're on your meetings, your frame shouldn't be more than 4 fingers over your head. Now, my setting is different. But if you're in your office or you're in a professional setting and you're trying to frame yourself within your meetings, don't have the top of your forehead cut out or the camera facing you up or down. You want to make sure that there is at least 4 fingers of space between the top of your frame and your face. All right, guys. So we're going to go into a short break and we'll be right back with the best times to post content on social media. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm simply gonna ask you guys one small favor. And it's not much. It's not much at all. It's one simple little teeny. Please like and subscribe, guys, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time there's new content dropping. So thank you, guys. Thank you for coming back, tuning in. We're going into when is the best time to post on social media. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. When is the best time to post? Frankly, there is no best time to. Every minute is the best time to post, right? So you can post now, 2 minutes from now, an hour from now, a day from now. But there's a strategy to it. So let me break it down for you guys. So you, based on your audience or the people you follow, the people that follow you, you cater how you post to your audience. And the best way to gauge that is, guys, create a post or create 3 different posts. And you could do that throughout a day, throughout a week. You could create a sample size for when you want to post. All right, so this is how you do it. Post in the morning, post in the evening, post at night. See which one of your posts get the best feedback, gets the best responses, gets the most interaction. Do that over a period of time, and then you'll gauge or you'll see how your audience, because everyone's audience isn't the same. Your audience could be working on the first shift, and during the day really have no time to interact with the phone. Does it mean your posts are not valid? No, it just simply means that your audience is at work during that period of time. If your audience is a nursing audience that works 12-hour shifts, you may post between those 12 hours, you may not get that interaction, but after that work shift, you may get that interaction. Maybe you post before persons get to work, maybe you post in the afternoons after persons get to work. That might be the best time for you as a content creator. So you have to gauge your audience, and that's how you become good at posting and getting that feedback, or getting your post noticed and recognized, commented on, and liked throughout the day. So you have to know your audience, and when they're using their phone, when they're on social media, when they interact with your posts, and just keep it consistent. So it may not be that they're not interacting. Maybe they're doing other things. Maybe during the summer they're on vacation. Maybe during work hours they don't use their phone as much. And some persons may and some persons won't. So the best way to gauge or to know how to post or gauge how to post is to just test it out and see what part of the day or what days you get the most interaction, right? There are also, and I don't want to tell you guys this because some people may take it differently. Sometimes on weekends, if your audience is working on weekends, they may not interact with your posts on weekends. If your audience is off on weekends, they may still not interact with your posts. Sometimes on a Sunday night may be the best time to post. There are algorithms that show which are the best times to post on the weekends, in the afternoons. Saturday nights, maybe no, but maybe in some industries, maybe Saturday nights may be the best time to post. Sunday nights, everybody's home on their phone, maybe a great time to post. Half an hour before work starts or half an hour after work starts in the morning may be a great time to post. So you got to fill it out with your audience and those persons who follow you. Also, it's not about how many times you post, it's about the quality of your post. Some persons think I'm gonna post 200 times, and you're gonna get that interaction because you post a million times. So if everyone likes it one time, yeah, you're gonna get a million likes. But what's the quality of your post? Are you just putting things out there to put things out there? So creating quality posts that your audience expects on a regular basis is also very, 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 very important. All right, guys. So that's on posting. So the time doesn't really matter. The day doesn't matter. Is the relevance, not the recency of the post, that really matters. So hey, shout out to everyone viewing the show right now. We're going to go into a hack which I think is going to make a lot of folks mad, upset, angry. I don't know what the feeling will be, but I'm going to show you a hack that may take some people out of business. But let's go into a quick break, and I'll be right back to show you this this hack that will get people upset. And they will say, a lot of people will say, don't use it. But I'm telling you guys, this is the simplest thing that will save you time and money. If you're at home, get your laptops out, and I'll show you. It might work on your phones too, but get your laptops out. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, so here is the hack that I'm going to show you guys that a lot of folks will be very, very upset that a lot of you guys are going to find out about. So just for reference, there are 1 billion people on LinkedIn, 1 billion people on TikTok, and there are 3 billion people on Facebook, right? And a lot of these people don't know this hack. So I'm going to show you a simple hack. I was going to do it on my screen, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to share my personal information. So I'm going to tell you guys how to create a resume on LinkedIn. Simple and easy. Instead of going to those resume builders and all this other stuff, LinkedIn lets you build your own resume, simple and easy. So log into your LinkedIn account, get on your laptop, log into your LinkedIn account. LinkedIn does your resume for free. All right. So, and you could adjust it how you want. So go to LinkedIn, go to your profile. Under your profile, you will see more. Let me make sure I have everything right. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So on the first page of your profile, you'll see open to, add a profile section, request services, and you see more underneath there. Guys, click on more. After you click on more, make sure I get this right. You click on build resume. Click on more, click build resume. Then after you click on resume, let's make sure I'm saying this right. You click create resume, and LinkedIn will create a resume based on your profile or the credentials in your profile. Then it will ask you choose your desired job title. So it will create your resume based on the job you want to get. Instead of going to all these folks that, oh, let me get your resume, I'll give it to you, pay me $50 and all that stuff, or phoning a friend because they got a good job and you trying to get the same job. LinkedIn will create a resume based on the job you want. It could be supervisor, manager, technician, whatever field you want that position in. LinkedIn will help you create based on your resume, will help you create based on your profile, will help you create a resume which aligns with your profile. You may have to tweak it a little bit because AI is a little iffy sometimes, but it will give you the outline of how to create your resume with your specifications in there. It'll take your certifications, it will take your job history, it will take your background and create a resume for you that you'll be able to copy and paste into your resume document and send to as an app on your application to your next employer. So LinkedIn will ask you the job title. You type in the job you're looking for, and it will adjust your resume to fit that job title. And you could download it and use it immediately. So that's the hack I have, guys. You could create your own resume, a brand new resume based on a job title on LinkedIn. So, guys, it's been a pleasure sharing those tips and tricks with you, and we will definitely get into some more in the future. So thank you for joining. Thank you for viewing the show. Thank you for your time. I appreciate the support. I'm out. Peace.